Can one simple sound reduce your stress naturally? What if I told you that a sound you have been hearing for 1,000 years and you hear 1,000 times a day can reduce your stress, make you more calmer, feel more relaxed? Our ancient yogis and rishi munis did it, practiced it, and believed it. Modern science is beginning to unravel the advantages and the fascinating effects of Om chanting has on our body. Scientists are bewildered as to how Om chanting affects our vagus nerve, our nervous system, and our overall emotional well-being. What does a simple vibrating quality of Om chanting has? What effect does it have on our body? Hi, I am Dr. Rajat. In this video, I will tell you the scientifically backed traditional wisdom of doing Om chanting, how to do the Om chanting, how a regular correct practice of Om chanting helps you in staying calmer, relaxed, more focused, and emotionally well. By the end of this video, you will not only know how to do the correct Om chanting, what are the techniques of doing the Om chanting, what are the mistakes most common people do while doing Om chanting, and if you do it correctly, not only it will help you making relaxed, calmer, more focused, and emotionally well within few minutes of regular Om chanting. Hi, I am Dr. Rajat and you have started watching our YouTube channel, The Fertility Gynecologist. Om is just not a word. It is the king of all the mantras. It is not recent. It is thousands and thousands of years old. According to our Hindu mythology, it is very important for our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. In today's eras of modern lifestyle, stress, financial pressures, deadlines, lifestyles, relationship pressures, including the mobiles, the blue lights, gadgets, we are constantly under flight and fright. We are like a cat on a hot tin roof, and that is where Om chanting comes as a non-pharmacological, non-medicinal way to manage our stress. What is stress? Like I discussed in my previous video, stress is nothing but an emotional and a physical reaction to a thought or an action of your body. Whenever your physiology, your body thinks that there is something danger, it senses some danger, it senses your body in a survival mode. Survival is flight or fright, and that flight and fright, as long as it is minimal or once in a while, it is fine, but the moment it is on a long-term continuous basis, that is when it causes problems. This chronic stress, they lead to depression, anxiety, fear, irritation, restlessness, insomnia, and they have a cascading effect on your brain and cardiovascular system and even the general health. Om is just not a sound. Om is the sound of a universal creation. Om means everyone and everywhere. It is the main frequency, main vibration of universe. When Om is chanted correctly, it creates a vibrational frequency of 432 Hz, and that is which is the frequency of universe. While scientifically Om may be a monosyllable, it is actually a combination of 4 words. It is not Om as we say. There are 4 syllables, A, O, Ma, and then there is a silence. These 4 syllables, they basically reflect the 4 states, where A stands for a waking state, O stands for a dream state, Ma stands for its sleep state, and the silence, which is the 4th sound, that is we call Turiya in the yogic language. It is a deep relaxation phase. When these 4 sounds are uttered together, they create a vibrational energy which connects us to the natural rhythm of the life. It's just not a sound. It is our bhav, it is way of denoting the God. It has an impact on almost everything. Om is omnipresence. Regular chanting of Om takes us into a state of a devoid effort and focusing, characterized by a blissful awareness. Our Hindu mythology is millions of years old, and Om chanting, according to our Upanishads, is more than 5,000 years old. In our Hindu mythology, it is Om. In Muslims, it is Ameen, and in others, it is Ameen. What is the science of Om? Like I said in the introduction of my video, we have got a brain's emotional center that is called as amygdala, which is located in our temporal lobe. It is key for processing our emotions and consolidating the memories. An overactive Amygdala, as a result of an emotion and anxiety, increases the cortisol levels. The vibration which is created as a result of Om chanting, it leads to the stimulation of the auricular nerves and the laryngeal nerves which run behind the ear, and this stimulates the vagus nerve, which is the main parasympathetic nerve of our body, and this is what creates a state of calmness. It reduces stress and anxiety. Scientifically, Om is defined as a patterned deep breathing technique where you inhale, stop for a while, and then prolong exhale with the chanting of Om that creates a vibrational effect, and that prolonged exhalation leads to an increase in nitric oxide in the body. Om chanting basically increases the alpha waves in brain. Many people think or must be wondering after hearing this video that if I chant Om for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll become calm. Single chanting of Om, single session of chanting of Om may not have an absolute desired effect. Well, within few days, your mind may become steady. But regular, correct technique of Om chanting works wonders. After 6 to 8 weeks, your stress levels decrease, your anxiety decrease, your emotional intelligence becomes more, you are more focused, you can take decisions more correctly, and believe me, it does work. The thing is, there is no quick fix solution in these eras of 2-minute Maggi noodles. I am telling so much about Om. You must be wondering that it is all in the yogic literature and the Upanishads, but what is the scientific basis? People have done functional brain studies, electroencephalogram for people who are doing Om. And these neurophysiological studies of Om chanting, they say that after 30 minutes of Om chanting, the brain wave patterns get altered. There is a decreased cortical arousal across all the systems. And this state is conducive to the sleep initiation. Almost every second, third person I know is having difficulty in sleep, either sleep initiation or in sleep maintenance. Regular practice of Om chanting, especially before sleep, works wonders in those cases. There are 3 waves. When we are active, our brain is in the beta wave. Alpha wave is a state of relaxation. Theta wave is a state of creativity. And delta wave is the state of bliss. When we are chanting Om, we transform from alpha to beta, so from beta to alpha to theta, and then reaching up to delta is very, very difficult. That is why constant practice, utter determination, an extreme level of meditation that you can reach to the delta levels of this. So Om has been found to stimulate our parasympathetic nervous system by dual mechanisms. First mechanism, like I said, it is when Om is chanting, done, the vibration which occur, especially in this area, they lead to the physical stimulation of the auricular and the laryngeal branch of the vagus nerve, which stimulates vagus nerve. As a result, the parasympathetic system is stimulated and the stress reduction occurs. It also, since it is a patterned breathing technique, it stimulates the sinus arrhythmia. Inhalation is, we go into a state of a deep breathing with exhalation, which is comparatively longer to the inhalation, and that is what helps in stimulation of parasympathetic nerve. So chanting of Om, it attenuates the activity of hypothalamus, pituitary and adrenal. For all those people who have got circadian rhythm disturbances, hormonal disturbances, sleep disturbances, stress, everything comes down to your hypothalamic, pituitary and the adrenal axis. It is hyperactive. Adrenal is the gland which produces cortisol, and this is under control of pituitary. Pituitary is under control of hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is basically the main gland of our body which responds to various emotions. When we are chanting Om, our HPA axis is attenuated. It supports the healthy melatonin, reduces the cortisol levels, and promotes the neuroendocrine homeostasis. Because parasympathetic nervous system is stimulated, the sympathetic nervous system activity goes down. There is an autonomic rebalancing. The parasympathetic dominance occurs, and our limbic system, which is the emotional center of our brain, it gets deactivated, thereby reducing the emotional reactivity and our stress response. This HPA axis regulation, normalization of stress hormones, brainwave optimization, like I mentioned before, enhancing the beta and delta activity, they work wonders. Neuroimaging studies have revealed distinct pattern of brain deactivation during Om chanting, especially audible Om chanting. bilateral deactivation of key limbic and paralimbic structures, including orbitofrontal cortex, anterior cingulate gyrate, parahippocampal gyri, thalamus, and hippocampi are notable deactivation, particularly the right amygdala. This limbic and paralimbic deactivation may arise from the vagus nerve engagement via the auricular and the laryngeal branches, which are potentially triggered by the vibration which occurs when we chant Om. Insula is a critical region for processing the proprioceptive and the interoceptive inputs, including pain, temperature, visceral sensations. And after regular chanting of Om, this insular output is decreased, and it contributes to the decrease in emotional reactivity and hence autonomic regulation. If we do Om chanting practice regularly, there are various advantages. It not only improves our cardiovascular health, it decreases our blood pressure, decreases our heart rate, decreases palpitation. It also has a good effect in reducing the inflammation, which, as I have alluded to in previous videos, is the basic cause of almost many diseases. It also improves our immune function. It has an excellent role in anxiety and depression. Most of the people, whether they are diagnosed or undiagnosed, they are suffering from one or other kind of mental issues. Somebody is angry, somebody is frustrated, some are depressed, some are anxious, some have got panic attacks. In all those cases, Om chanting works. It improves our cognition. Just practicing Om for a few days, it has an improvement in performance and attention, especially for students, professionals, and especially athletes in all walks of life. Better concentration and focus, and we have an enhanced problem solving ability. It improves sleep quality.
Om chanting can improve your sleep.
It assists mind in transitioning smoothly from wakefulness to sleep and stops overthinking. I started doing Om chanting for my insomnia problem. I got lots of anxiety issues, and it definitely works. I have observed beautiful changes in my behavior. Earlier I was constantly irritated, constantly angry. I had forgotten to smile. After 6 to 8 weeks of chanting of Om, while they may not have been an ultimate 180-degree turn, but I can realize from my inside that I'm beginning to change. The things are beginning to changing. I become less irritable. I'm not constantly like a cat on a hot tin roof. I'm not constantly on the edge. I have less frizzled nerves. I tend to react relatively less. But I believe constant practice makes a man perfect. Well, I may not be doing it perfectly, but still the benefits are visible. Om is just not a mantra or a vibration. It is the sacred sound of divine. It is our true nature, our higher self, the core of our inner well-being. It is the first sound of creation. It is the eternal melody of love, peace and harmony. Om means happiness. Om means fearlessness. Om means protection. Om means acceptance. The very creation was initiated from the cosmic sound of Om. How to start Om chanting? First of all, you need to find a space where you will not be disturbed. You need to go to a well-ventilated space. You can do it in sitting position or in supine position also. I'll advise to do it in the sitting position. Switch off your mobile phone, remove your specs, close your eyes gently and start. First of all, you can do it in sitting position on a table or a kursi, or you can doing it seated downstairs. Your back should be straight. First of all, take deep breath. While taking the deep breath, your stomach should come out. Pause for a while and then start. Now, like I mentioned, it is just not Om. You start with the first sound is This sound should start at the back of the throat. This will have a vibration in your chest. And this reflects a different level of your consciousness. This represents the waking state of consciousness. Our minds are alert and engaged with the external world. It signifies activity, it signifies creation, it signifies movement. A few seconds you should be chanting. The second sound is roll your palate upwards and then Oh. This would be slightly more longer, about 6-7 seconds than this O sounds. It stimulates your heart, thorax, third eye, It represents your dream state of consciousness, where our minds wander into the imagination and possibility.
Quiet your mind at
It
night.
embodies
Om
the
Chanting
transition
can
and
improve your
fluidity,
sleep. It
inviting us
signifies
to
heart
explore
rate,
the depths of our
giving you a better
subconsciousness.
rest.
Let it go longer, slightly 6 to 8 seconds, so that most of the chakras of our body are stimulated. And then Om, it should merge to the sound of and this sound should be where you should be touching your upper and the lower teeth slightly, not tightly but slightly, so that when the vibration is occur, your teeth may be slightly touching and going each other. This creates the vibration in whole of this area. Let this sound dissolve at your crown chakra. This M state signifies the state of consciousness, deep sleep state of consciousness. It signifies the rest and rejuvenation. It represents the stillness, tranquility, and the dissolution of boundaries. We enter into a state of peace and inner calm and embracing the silence within. So, Om. Then there is a fourth sound of a silence, deep silence, that is a Turiya state. This is the state of pure consciousness beyond the realm of walking, dreaming, and deep sleep. This is the ultimate state of awareness where the boundaries of self dissolve and we merge into the universal consciousness. So O and Ma represents the state of creation, preservation, and the liberation. We need to practice Om for at least minimum 5 to 10 minutes. When we chant Om, we create a vibrational frequency of 432 Hz, which is same as the vibrational frequency found throughout everything in nature. It is a basic sound of universe, symbolically and physiologically. Rhythmic and vibrational pronunciation has got its physical effects on body by slowing the parasympathetic, by slowing down the nervous system, activating the parasympathetic nervous system. There are two things to remember. A, it should not be done immediately after eating food. And B, you should be relatively free, not in hurry to do the Om chanting. When we chant Om, this sound reverberates through our body. There is a deep resonance that connects to the very essence of creation. This vibration travels from our pelvis to our head, crown of head, and fill every cell with a powerful energy. It empowers us. There is a sense of tranquility and serenity. It helps calm our mind and stops the thoughts jumping from here and there. Loud, audible Om chanting, it increases our GSR, galvanic skin response. And it decreases our stress level. Some people chant Om silently. That can also be done. But the main effect of Om chanting, if it is done in a audible manner. I'll demonstrate you how do I do Om chanting. Sit in supine position, sitting position. Take deep breath. Wait for a few seconds and then well, you initially may not be able to do, but with practice it will come. Main purpose is to make one breath cycle of inspiration and expiration to about 10 to 12 seconds long, so that we are breathing at a rate of 5 to 6 breaths per minute, and which is the rate at which our vagus nerve is stimulated, the parasympathetic nervous system is stimulated. I found, and I'm still beginning to experience the benefits of Om. It is not just a sound, it is tapping into something profound, the very essence of universe. It is not just a practice, it is a journey to understand life and profound enlightenment. When we do it over and over again, it's like we are turning to the universe vibes and the cosmic rhythm. It leads us to transcendence, making us feel connected to everything. It represents the timeless essence, omnipresence, and eternal. It is the very core of our existence. It connects our soul to the divine world, making it part of our spiritual growth. It is not just a vocal exercise, it is a journey inwards, the path towards the inner peace and the spiritual awakening. By immersing ourselves in the Om vibration, we are aligning our individual consciousness to the universal consciousness and experiencing the profound sense of unity and interconnectedness. Om declutters our mind, fosters a sense of tranquility and calmness. Thus, with regular practice of our Om, we can regulate our nervous system, leading to a greater sense of balance, harmony, and inner peace. In today's world, when there is lots of tension everywhere, within us, within families, within nations, least we can do is to have mental peace. The moment you are having peace inside you, you will notice the world around you changing. Hope you like this video. Please share the video. Before sharing the video, the purpose of video would be solved if you start doing Om chanting regularly. I would end this video by saying Om.